feeling confident this year. I've had 2 years in E1 now, so I'm kind of know what to expect a bit now, and hopefully we can get a podium each round. The goal would be to get the championship at the end of the year, but I'm just keen to get back at it.
The EW class has always been competitive. We always compare ourselves to the boys too for the outright. This year I would be lying if I said that I didn't want to win. I think I'm very hungry. From the last 2 years we've missed out on a lot.
Racing E2 again this year. It's a really competitive class. It's always usually the main class. They're on board the same bike as last year. I'm really comfortable, the bike's really good, so I'm really excited to go racing this year, and the goal is to win.
We've got a pretty stacked field, all the classes, especially here in E3. Got some really good competition this year, which I'm looking forward to mixing up with those boys, and it's going to be probably more exciting racing than we've ever seen. Everyone seems to be on a level playing field, and yeah, I think that'll bring some really exciting racing to follow.
The E2 class I feel is super competitive. Most manufacturers make a 450, so I feel like this is the premier class to try and get, and that's what we want to win.
It's awesome now that we can finally get back to AORC racing. I've missed it. Just the whole atmosphere of being here, it's awesome. It's good to see everyone again. It's looking like it's going to be an exciting year. My goals and expectations for the 22 season would be to win the E3 class. That's our ultimate goal.
Previous years, if you muck up in the test in your class, you're not losing that much ground, but with a bunch of 7 riders or so that can be up the top, it'll be good racing and it'll keep it all close, and hopefully the championship's close at the end of the year. That's what everyone wants to see.
Brutal tracks here, really gnarly bog holes and really hard to stay consistent throughout the day. Yesterday was good, I played it pretty safe, come away with first in E2. Today I had a little bit of drama, so I had to play catch up halfway through the day. Ended up with a win again today, and super stoked on how the weekend went.
Tracks are definitely pretty challenging this weekend. A little bit more technical than what I've seen over here in the past few years.
Tracks were rough and pretty wet, similar to home, so it was good and it suited me real well, and the bike was gelling really well with me too, so I'm stoked.
The track conditions out there were really physical. I did wake up this morning pretty sore by the last 2 tests when Trent told us we still had to go back out there for a couple more. I was definitely trying to survive. Overall it paid off, and I'm really happy with the results and can't wait to head into Mackay. High-speed track, not usually what we're used to in the off-road. There was really cool technical stuff that I really enjoyed, and then the other stuff I really had to dig deep.
Really, they have a mixture of everything. It's super fast, there's grass track, there's tight and technical, there's big hills up and down. You know, it's got a really good combination of everything.
It's a good challenging day, learn a lot. The track out there was definitely a bit faster than what we had at the first round, so it sort of played into my hand being on the big 501.
Pretty fast and sketchy out there, but got through pretty clean and had a good run. Been battling with Greenie all day today. Been like point something of a second each test, so it's been good to have him pushing me.
I felt like today went really well. Like I didn't have any big mistakes. We had 8 sprints over the 2 tracks, 16 sprints. It was a pretty faultless day for me because off-road anything can happen, and I was a bit nervous of that. So I was just trying to play it smart and get through the day without ending up in a tree. Not to say that I didn't hit some trees. I've got sore shoulders and stuff, but we come away with the win outright and in class, so I'm stoked.
We had a lot of fun out there. We had 2 tests, so it was quite challenging, obviously a very physical day. Tests were really good. We had one technical sand track and the other one was quite fast. And yeah, we had some really good battles in the women's class today. So it was really fun and yeah, it was good to mix it up.
Yeah, had a pretty good day. Started off well in the top 3, which was good. And then we had a little bit of a mishap in 3rd or 4th test. We just had a bit of a missed fuel calculation, which set us back a bit. But I managed to pick myself back up and yeah, have a good rest of the day. Pretty stoked with my results today. Wasn't really sure where I was going to be at. You know, this sand stuff's not in my kind of favour, I guess. Had some good racing with Andy, which was good. Coming into the last test, there wasn't much in it, so it was good to be pushing each other.
Today was definitely a tough day for me. Definitely noticed I was on the 500. Either way, it was a good battle. Like me and Kyron were going for the fastest time all day and battling each test. So I think we both had our dramas and it kept the nerves pretty high. But the aim is to try and go after this E3 title and I'm happy to get another win in that.
Had a smooth day, kept it upright and just felt comfortable on the bike. It's good to finally get back up there. I sort of had a bit of a moment through the middle of the year there and it just sort of wasn't anywhere, but a bit of a confidence boost going into the rest of the season.
The EJ class this year is packed. All the boys are pushing every round and it's back and forth every single sprint almost, and even when you come in, the 5 guys behind us are all same class and yeah, they're pushing for their positions as well.
The rain, we've been pretty lucky running up the front. We missed a lot of it, but it was definitely interesting. You definitely have to think a little bit more, just trying to see and what's coming up around the corner.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy day. The weather's definitely put on a show for us. It's raining one minute, we're going out with a rain jacket, and then it's hot the next. And yeah, it's definitely been a wild day. The track's really good. Had a lot of good battles, not only with the girls, but with the guys as well. The track got really rough at the end of the day, so it was good to stay consistent and keep it upright.
I mean, everyone sort of struggled today. The track was brutal and it was a really cool track with just the weather, you know, so slimy and so slippery, and the ruts got deep and the bogs got deep, and then sections were really awesome to ride and then sections were really terrible to ride.
Wasn't really sure what to expect out there. The tracks were brutal. The weather really turned it on and made it a lot harder than it should have been. The tracks were just full of mud and ruts and water everywhere, so it made things a lot difficult, and you really had to pick your lines right and stay focused.
This year has been yeah, unreal. Coming into the weekend, my goal was really just to stay as consistent as I can and try and put together some good times, but then I also didn't want to throw it away and go crazy out there.
It was a lot of fun. I think we all earned a good night out and have a bit of fun tonight.
Just happy to come away with the E1 Championship in my hometown.
Hey, we survived and I'm pretty pumped I got the title.
After a lot of challenging years and a lot of injuries and things like that, you do question it sometimes, but times like this make it definitely worthwhile, that's for sure.
And that's a wrap to the full 2022 season. A massive congratulations to all of our crowned champions. We'll be back bigger and better than ever next year for the 2023 season. In the meantime, stay updated on all news and information by heading to aorc.org.au and be sure to follow us on socials.